Hello and welcome along and welcome back to This Is Island. We are, now I think we had this out last time, but we need to do something slightly different with our Horsch Lieb PT 350 today. If we have a look on the map, we're getting very close to harvest. I think one more day and we'll be looking at field 33 and 21 certainly ready for harvest. And field 41 is getting very close as well. But if we have a look in here, we've got a whole load of weeds in 41. We've got some weeds in 21 and 33 as well. I don't think we're going to be able to deal with those. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and spray field 41 today. We also then need to have a look at our animals. So we need to do a little bit of work with our cows. Our sheep, again, yeah, we need to do a little bit of work with. And if we pop down right down to the bottom to our horse paddock, again, a little bit of water and a little bit of straw would go some way with those. So we're going to sort of end up today looking after the animals. Our other fields are pretty weed-free, are fully fertilised as well. There's some weeds in 31, but 31, 32 and 23 are grass fields. Now, originally my plan was to go and do some, at some point, do some silage with these. But as you guys saw yesterday, we have started on Charwell. So Charwell is going to replace this map. We are going to be doing 3 more episodes on here over the next 3 weeks, starting with today's. So yeah, we're going to clear this up. We're going to do our animals, and then we should be, for our last 2 episodes on here, getting through our harvest on these, what is it, 5 fields that we've got here. So yeah, that is the plan for these last remaining videos. So let's crack on with it. Let's get to work here, and let's fill this up with some herbicide. So if we go like that, yeah, the herbicide is filling. Now these are 2 bits left over from last year. They are a couple of herbicide containers. I'm not sure how much is in them. It should be enough for us to do this field. Looking at it, yeah, it should easily be enough for us to do this field. I would like to do more stuff and cover more stuff with it. And if we do, we could use it up because, you know, we can't return it, to be honest. But we will see how it goes. And I'm just wondering, actually, what is the best time of year to sell wool? I think we may have passed it, to be honest. Yes, we have. It was in the 5th week of, or 5th day of spring. So, yeah, we're a long way off being able to sell that. So, onwards. Now, actually, the one thing I will say is I have a feeling as well, best day to sell soybeans was yesterday. I don't think we have any in the store though. Let's double check. Yeah, we don't have many in the store. We've got 25,000 litres, not a huge amount. So let's go and get this sprayed. Yeah, it would be awful to have hit that point and not to have sold them. But yeah, we never really had a huge amount of soybeans anyway on this map. Down here, and this is the field that we're going to be doing. So that's why I haven't cut, because we've not got very far to go. And it's really going to be a case of working out how far we are with this. It's quite a big reach on this sprayer. And this is not a small sprayer by any stretch of the imagination. Right. So we've put that down on top of that bit there. Let's go. So yeah, not a huge amount of weeds in here. And this is the thing with seasons. Seasons doesn't have a large amount of weeds in fields. They're sort of just patches all over the place, so we want to kind of make it so that those patches disappear. We can do this, of course, just by spraying the whole field. It will also mean that we won't get any more. We can't. Now, the trouble I've got is the other fields that have weeds in. Namely, in fact, I don't think the grass field we can do it in, and I don't think that 21 or 33 we can spray for weeds in either. All of those fields have reached a point where they're harvestable, and you can never spray fields that are harvestable with anything, not with fertilizer or weed killer or anything like that. So yeah, we will have a look in a moment exactly where there are any remaining weeds, but you can see a patch of weeds in here. Now, the other thing with seasons is, does it immediately kill the weeds? I think it does actually immediately kill the weeds. It's something that I was wondering about in seasons, but yeah, those weeds have automatically gone brown. So yeah, it does automatically kill the weeds. And this actually has such a big reach on it that we'll have had this job done pretty quickly. So it is a job that very, very much gets done quickly with this piece of kit. Now, I could go and spray our other field. Field 34. It might be a wise thing to do. Just to make sure that we've got no weeds left in it. Now, have we got anything left in this field? I know that we have not sprayed the middle of the field. And in fact, you can see we've got a couple of patches in the middle. So let's turn this and head into the middle and just get rid of the rest of this. Yeah, this has been fairly effective, I think. We should, the canola in here, this should be really, really good. I'm expecting a nice yield off this. Only downside is we're not really going to get to see how much it's worth. But yeah, but getting a good yield off here, I think, will be good. And I do love this map. This is an absolutely gorgeous map. I'm slightly sad to be leaving it, but we've done a year and a half on this map, which is even more incredible by the fact that we converted this to a seasons save game not long after, well, basically not long after we originally got this map. Lanceboy converted it to seasons, and we then set ourselves up with a season save game on here. So I'm really, really pleased how this has gone. The fact that we are well into our second year, we're going to be doing our third harvest on here, because we did actually manage to do a harvest before we started the season save game. I'm just going to pop in here and check whether grass that has been seeded, or grass that has reached harvest point or cutting point, whether we can actually spray that. Because if we can, we might as well spray this field, to be honest. So let's have a quick look. Now, we were too late spraying on, as you saw last time, too late spraying the fertilizer on here. Are we too late to spray the herbicide? And the answer to that is yes. So there you go. That is conclusive response there. You cannot spray herbicide on grass that has reached first level of cutting, of harvesting, which is good to know. You know, that is what we're here to do, to inform as well as entertain. So back into our farm here. There's not really much else we can do. Our other field does not have any weeds in it yet, so we can always go and spray that later if we need to. But that is this job done. So I'll just park this back in this shed here. I do actually have a couple of fertilizer tanks that need moving, because we've got one. It dumped one here, one right against the wall, and then the third one that it had is in the middle of these pallets, which the pallets have no collision, so we kind of need to clear that out of the way. But that's that done. So we're going to pop down now to here and sort our horses out first, because this is the first point we got to. So we go around down to the bottom. Horses need straw and water. They are good for everything else pretty much. So straw we have in this. Like so. Let's hook that up. And again, our slightly strange setup. I'm basically saying, oh, we've got a hole in the connector, and that's what that goes to. Right, we have no straw in this, so that's what we're gonna have to go and do next. We're gonna have to go and take this up to the farm and load this with some new straw. So this will be this will be where we do our first cut. And as we head up to the farm and get this loaded up. Here we go. Round to our round bales. And open that up. Now over here should be our telehandler. Turn this around, head out, and we'll put the round bale in. So this is the thing we got round here actually, is that we've got 2 fields of wheat. I think we could. Did we take all of our? Yeah, we did take all of our square bales up to the cow yard. So there is precedent. There is reason to do more square bales. We could do with doing square bale, putting more square bales up there. But I think I don't know if it's worth it. It may be worth more doing selling the straw bales. So yeah, getting them in and getting them sold, and making the maximum profit we can off the off the wheat. That was not well placed, BF. That was not well placed at all. Right, let's try this again. So, we want to be nice and straight on to this, as best we can. If we can put this, well, we found this before, put that bale spike in the middle, and we just have a much easier time handing round bales with this piece of equipment, because we can see it much more easily. Yeah, there we go. Now that is in the right place. Will that roll off? No, it won't. So this is where it needs to be. Let's close that up. Perfect. And let's head back down to our horses. Back at our horses, and just as we pull round here, what we'll do is, we know they need some water. So we'll fill that up as well while we're here. And then we'll head round here, and we should have absolutely plenty of straw in this for this job. I always find it quite interesting that it catches it at that point there. But yeah, here's some straw. Let's bring that down a bit. I think that probably does it for the day. Yep, there we go. No more capacity for straw. So that took 19%. So that's good. That pretty much finishes us off here on this job. So we'll park this up, and then we can head over to our cows and get them done. They have, I think they have a similar amount of work to be done. We've covered them recently already. So let's disconnect this, disconnect the PTO, disconnect the trailer, and then we can park this up. Yeah, no need to move any of the rest about. That is all good. Right, let's switch over to this tractor here. There we go. So, cows need... Our cows need... they could do the top up of mixed ration, but first, we are going to basically do everything else with them. So, back we go. Let's start this up. We want to take this trailer, actually. This mixing trailer. Note that. Yeah, we need to attach PTO and attach that. There we go. Oh. Turned it off when I didn't mean to. Because we're still in a position with this where we want to put... Well, we've got no space in our cows to put any silage. So what we need to do at the moment is leave that here ready for us to refill. First we're going to go and clean up the excess silage. We're going to put it into here. As we go past, of course, the other thing we're going to do is just pop around here, pop out of our tractor and open up the valve so that we give them some water. Down and around this side then. Just sort of pull this off so that we're not too badly on it. We may be able to fit this in. So let's have a quick look. I don't think there's a massive amount of... Now, did that put a pile on the floor? No, it didn't. So I think that actually did go in. Yeah, because the silage is a little bit under. So not having to put any mixed ration in today. In fact, we kind of wanted them to let them run out of mixed ration. We need the space in the silage in order to refill it. And that's something to note, in that if you're doing pigs, don't fill up pigs. If you're doing cows, don't fill up the mixed ration totally, because you want it to be in a position where you have somewhere to put silage when that happens. And I think I may have said don't fill up the mixed ration totally. I meant don't fill up the silage totally. Right, we have nothing in here, so we're going to have to switch this round. It is a busy old day for getting bits out of the way before harvest. But with this done, we will be okay probably until the end of harvest. So that is good, or at least the end of the next couple of days. It should be good, I think, until the wheat is done and harvested. It may be that we have to come back in a couple of days for our final episode and do a few more bits. Now those are not straw bales we can use. These are. And we've got at least one that's fallen off. So we'll load this in. And once we've loaded this in, we'll be able to go and get another one. So I always like to load two in. It means that we should have less work to do later. And if your cows take a lot more, if you've got a lot of cows, then you're in a position where you can, where it really helps. Right, we're going to take this off here. Like so. Whoa. That's the whole pile. You sometimes have to be careful because you catch a lip and the whole pile wants to come. But that's got it. There we go. So let's put this one in as well. And that has got that. Right. So we'll hook this up. I do like this little class tractor. I've said it a couple of times that I quite like this class tractor. It looks like this way. Looks like the foot on that didn't go down properly then. Anyway, that is done. Let's go. And we'll fold those down so we're not going to poke a cow with them. And we want to go and blow our straw across for the cows as well. That should then make these all happy. And then all we have left is to sort our sheep. And that we can do. So set that blowing while we close this gate. And jump back in our tractor. So I think they're going to take most of this straw. By the looks of things. Yep, there we go. Are they going to take a little bit more? Yep, there goes the second one as well. But they are now full, so that is all good. As I said, we're sort of running the total mixed ration down now so that they will eat the silage and give us some space in which to clear the silage away, rather than trying to get it into our mixing wagon each time. They have plenty of food to be getting on with for now. So let's park this up now. I should probably not have left my mixing wagon out here, but we'll come and clear that up later, I think. For now, oh, that was a little bit close. But, oh, caught the front of the tractor. There we go. That will do for now with this. So we'll park that up. And then last thing we need to do is head over to this. And we're going to go and sort our sheep. So actually this video is fairly straightforward. But we are heading round and having sorted all our animals, we should be really good. I need to have a look and see if we have any lambs, to be honest. Because one of the things with this is that you want to try and sell your lambs at the right time as well. Try to take that corner a little bit too wide. There we go. And once again, we'll stop up at the valve on the way. Just make sure that our animal's water is topped up. There we go. And then we're going to go and drop the bale spike off and go and clean up any grass that is in the feeding area. And then once we've done that, what we'll be able to do is head back over here, get some hay, and feed that to them. Wow, that pile is looking a little bit on the precarious side at the moment. Still, should be okay. Right. I think we want to come over here. And then we can just drive along here. If I get this right. In the positioning of this right is can sometimes be a little bit hit and miss. That should do it. There we go. Any more? Nope, that's done it. So let's tip this in. There we go. That's cleaned that up. And so cleaning this up, we'll have a look. There's a fair amount in there, to be honest. Looking at this, so they got water. They're now clean. They got 5,000. Yeah, they could probably do with a hay bale. So we'll go and grab that. You can see the area that they'd be eating in the middle of the field. I think there must be an area that you basically. Well, I don't know if you mark it or not. but it would be nice if you could expand that grass area that exists in the middle of the paddock to be the whole field. It would certainly make sense to me, because they wouldn't just eat a square like that. Right, now we just need a single hay bale for this. There we go. And we'll just put this by our sheep trough. Which will do them pretty nicely. There we go. So, oh, no, not quite down. That's down. There we go. So all of that went in. Took them up to, yeah, 9,400. So that will do them for a while. So that is all done and dusted. Let's take this back to the farm. And that's pretty much it for what we want to do today. We're not in a position where we can actually go doing silage. And to be perfectly honest, at this point in the series, there isn't much reason to. So I could probably put my silage harvester and my 2 tractors away. It would have been good a couple of episodes ago, but right now we've no need for it. So let's go take this back, and I'll go and put those away as well. I'm quite happy with this though. We're prepared now for the harvest. The only thing on our mind next time is the harvest. So that's pretty good. I'm very happy with that. Which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.